These guys were both looking for the finish throughout the fight. I mean, we saw blood everywhere. I mean, absolutely everywhere. The whole night we saw finishes. We didn't really see a ton of blood. I mean, I had blood on my suit. I had blood all over the fight card. It was an absolute war, and man, it was an honor to call your fight, seriously.
It means a lot.
Walk me through, round by round. I mean, what's going through your head? This guy's not going away. The canvas is all bloody, slippery.
What's up, everybody? Jesse Nunez back here with the Fight Scene Podcast with my analyst, Zayd Hussein, and our guest, Valanti. 300 Atsas, our welterweight champion.
It's Valanti! 300 Atsas!
What's happening, guys? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I just want to start this off. Congratulations on an amazing victory. Probably one of the craziest fights that I've seen on the regional scene. I mean, is that the craziest fight of your career so far?
Yeah, that is the craziest fight of my career. It was also the biggest fight of my career coming up to this point. And it just felt good to finally put a stamp at the end of it.
Yeah, and for me, it was something a long time coming, right? Like, I remember working with Valanti and Tyler as amateurs. Our inaugural Elite Fight Night tournament national championship, both of these guys competed as amateurs, right? And that's 7-8 years ago at this point. Right. And so seeing them progress as professionals to the roles where they're at now, and both of them on the verge of breaking into bigger promotions, I was happy to see that fight actually happen. I didn't think it would. I thought they both had moved on and both in the bigger, would only maybe fight each other in a bigger promotion. But to be able to watch that fight in the Elite Fight Night cage, it was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, and the crowd was electric. Talk to me about facing an opponent that you fought in the past, obviously had history with. I mean, we've seen it at the highest level, rematches. How do you mentally prepare for something like that, knowing, okay, this guy beat me in the past, he has a victory over me, and how do you, approach it in training?
So, with that, going into the fight, once we knew we were going to face off, you just got to have kind of short-term memory on that as a fighter, and 2 or 3 things this way, 2 or 3 things that way, the fight could always go different. But also, I mean, that was 7-8 years ago, and I was nowhere near the same fighter than I am now. So just with that, it had to be short-term memory. But I mean, aside from our past fight, I knew what I was getting myself into. I knew he was a good fighter. I knew he was a well-rounded martial artist. I mean, the guy grew up in a karate dojo, and now I think he's the head coach or also the owner at Dominion, where he's working at now. So I just knew coming into it what I was in for, and that I needed to prepare accordingly.
I did every fight for Elite Fight Night. I built all the programs, and that was probably the top fight we've ever had. The top, the top matchup, and then it paid off because these guys both went to war. And it wasn't a 3-round fight; it was a 5-round professional title fight. And even you listening to the playback early on, right? You're like, man, I don't think these guys can keep up this pace.
Yeah.
Were you surprised that they went all 5 rounds?
To be honest with you, I was, and especially the fact of, you mentioned the pace. It was an extreme pace. It's not like these guys were just, standing around or hugging each other for most of the fight. These guys were both looking for the finish throughout the fight. I mean, we saw blood everywhere. I mean, absolutely everywhere. The whole night we saw finishes. We didn't really see a ton of blood. I mean, I had blood on my suit. I had blood all over the fight card. It was an absolute war, and man, it was an honor to call your fight, seriously.
Thank you, man. It means a lot.
Walk me through, round by round. I mean, what's going through your head? This guy's not going away. The canvas is all bloody, slippery. Talk to me about the whole fight.
I have to stop you because we'll get to that right after the break. We're going to get some highlights for you guys to see. We're going to walk through this fight. We'll be back. This Fight Scene Podcast sponsored by Quiet Punch. We'll be right back after the break.